Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, man. Find your way, babe. Look and find your way. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Look and find your way.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you, nigga? Where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments, you had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of means to the end. Most of this shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had, stop looking at trends. You wearing your heart like it's topical.
Now the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my song. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you, nigga? Where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real again, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you, nigga? Where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turn into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions. You can watch what I do. Just stay the fuck out my mentions. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. You already know this is about to be stupid.
right.
Hop out the range. I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. Hop out the range. Hop out the range. Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on them drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller. How about the range, whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range. I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range. How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, a little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like a Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors that labels as testing. How about the range, whoa? Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. Owe me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top of the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top of the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everesting K2, flexing on all you bees. All right, fam, welcome to the show 3352, Thursday, July the 10th. And guess what? We have a birthday in the comments. Jen's little mini Swolio is 8 years old. So happy birthday. Let's get America. America, happy birthday. Happy birthday, making gains. Even if you are, look, you could be 8 years old and making gains. So there's no excuse. So happy birthday, shout out. Everyone's dropping in the comments. Let's get into today's episode. Are you ready, beaches? Thursday, July the 10th, and let's get into those first Swole fan posts. Take a moment and hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole, and of course, Apple Podcast and Spotify. And if you want to pick up some new merch, pick up the brand new Ice I Curl Every Day. Buy one, get one 50% off. Hats, flags, hoodies, shirts, kids tees, baby onesies, everything over there. Mugs. Buy one, get one 50% off. And let's see, SwoleNormousX.com. We got specials for the membership over there at SwoleNormousX.com. So let's get into today's episode. Are you ready? Babe, just an inch, just an inch.
Inconceivable!
So if you guys want a little bit of excitement in your day, head on over to the Instagram page and check out the video where I wore this shirt. Been having some fun in the comments. People are so sensitive. Oh, they're so sad. Oh, they're so sad. So today, we are honoring them. We're rounding up everyone that skips leg day. So that's what we're doing. Anyone that skips leg day, anyone that skips the gym, that's what Papa's Ice is doing, making sure everyone's going to the fucking gym. So round them all up. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Step 1, go to the fucking gym. Step 2, don't break the law. Pretty easy. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Wow. All right. Let's get into the first post today. It is from Joe.
What's in the box?
Joe's in the house. Let's see. Joe says, I was a member in 23-24. I'm assuming 2023 and 2024. And went on vacation in June and never came back. Joe. But today I rejoined and recommitted, starting off with a 90-day dash and elimination diet. I'm older and fatter and a lot more pain this time, but I know it works and I know it's important to do it for me. But my stepson just lost his dad and came to me and his mom and asked us to start taking care of ourselves because he can't go through this again, so it's not just for me. Oof, that hurts. Aww. That hurts, and I mean in different ways, especially when, man, when your stepson or your kid comes up and is like, don't die, please take care of yourself. But this is why we talk about this. It's not just for you, especially if you have people that depend on you. You know, you have friends, family, you have kids, husband, wife, boyfriend. Like, these people depend on you. So make sure you take care of your health. It's not just for you, it's for them. So, man, that must have, that reminds me of, let me get this phone a little bit cleared off. That reminds me of, I saw the clip the other day. You guys remember the Wonder Years, the show The Wonder Years? You have to really have watched the show to really get this reference. But do you remember when he was in the back seat and his dad was driving and he was like, Dad, don't die. Promise me you won't die. And he's like, I'm not going to die. And then I think he died at the end of the show, of course. But yeah, that was a great show. Wonder Years was a great show. But anyway, every man dies, but not every man truly lives. And that's why we go to the fucking gym. That's why we go to the fucking gym. So that's some powerful stuff. Thanks for sharing. We got this one. This one is from John. Ooh, what we got here, John? John says, all right, Swole fam, while the focus this weekend is my dissertation, the workouts shall continue and the elimination diet remains in effect. The wife is out of town all weekend and I treated myself with a holiday meal of pan-fried beef, pan-fried in beef tallow, grass-fed and finished ribeye, some crispy air fryer sweet potato slices, and a slice of watermelon. Details on the slices in the comments. Details on the slices. All right, we're gonna have to check out those comments. Check it out in the app. Good for you, John. Looking good. Looking good. Got a nice little meal there. Super awesome. SLS 44 Ocho. in the Swolenormous app. Hi, everyone. I just joined today. Welcome. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Awesome. 7 months ago, oh, this is sad. 7 months ago, I lost my fiance unexpectedly. Ever since, I haven't been taking care of myself, not eating right, barely doing any activity. Today, I decided to change all that. I'm 233 pounds, and I want to focus on nutrition and get moving again. I look forward to the journey and getting started. I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Obviously, we don't have any other details, whatever you're going to share, but welcome to the fam. We are your fam. So nothing I'm going to say is going to make that any better, but really sorry to hear that, but proud of you for getting back on the pony, starting to take care of your health, because that's what your fiance would want. And good for you for not giving up on yourself, and we're here for you. So appreciate you sharing. I know that's not easy to share, but we're sorry to hear that. This one's from Taylor. Hey fam, I have been in serious pain for a week due to my back. Surgery in just under 2 months, and it hurts to walk some days. I can't sit, stand, lay down, or walk for too long because of it. And you can't do anything. What are some good workout ideas that are good for back injuries and legs that can ease some of this pain? Well, it really depends on what's going on. It's kind of vague. You're just pretty much saying you can't do anything for too long. So maybe yin yoga, sitting down might not be comfortable. So chair yoga, but mobility, dead hangs, if you can do that. Maybe even some like inverted row hangs, like any kind of decompression. Not medical advice because you don't want to exacerbate any issues, but there's also some good things with like a reverse hyperextension where your body is prone on the bench and you're raising your legs up and back. It can be decompressing for the spine. I have a reverse hyper machine. You can do that with like some pillows or a bench and maybe hang your legs off. Maybe that can give you some relief. It's really hard to explain it, but reverse hypers might be something that can maybe give you a little bit of relief depending. You could rest your legs on the ground, but it's not magic, and you definitely don't want to do anything that would exacerbate. So cross-check that with your medical team and whatever they would recommend. Interested to hear about this. Is this the same person that was talking about back surgery the other day? Because we went kind of deep on back surgery, and I was saying that I've never heard of anyone getting one back surgery. And back surgery, in my opinion, is like absolute ultimate last resort, because usually going in doesn't make things better, unfortunately. It usually leads to multiple surgeries. And I'm not saying to discourage. I'm not an orthopedist. I'm not telling you not to do it, but it's so high risk. So I don't know what else you've tried or what the issue is. It really depends also like what happened to lead you to this point, but we're here for you. Maybe some yin yoga. Anyone else has some other ideas? You could drop that in the comments. Maybe some, cold plunging might give you some temporary relief, but that's a tough situation. Curious as to more of the details, but just some things that I do. These are things that I do for my back health. So aside from what Taylor is saying, I do things like Jefferson curls. I do reverse hypers. I'll do, like I said, the reverse hyper extensions. Did I say that? I do the 45-degree hyper extensions for glutes and hamstrings, but I'll do reverse hypers. Like I do a bunch of stuff for decompression, lateral bending, the knee, ankle, and hip mobility master classes. But if you have an existing problem, it's not magic, and it's not necessarily, that's the problem. Once you already have the issue, some of these things that might be prehab, right? Prevent the issues from happening, aren't ideal for doing it once you already have the existing issues. Sheena says, my husband's mother started only having a couple of vertebrae fused. Now most of her spine is fused because it caused even more strain on her joints. And that's the problem. If you start, you fuse your vertebrae and this, that, and the other, your whole movements change, your movement patterns change, and then other things lock up and then they protect, and then you lose mobility, sometimes progressively over time. So yoga is fantastic. And I will be honest, again, not medical advice, but if you're already having issues like this, and you're already like surgery, there's really like nothing to lose. Doing some yin yoga and trying to do some of these things that might give you some temporary relief. Acupuncture. There's a lot of different things that maybe potentially, but you've already scheduled the surgery, so it seems like you've already committed to that. So it's really about just kind of easing the the temporary discomfort. But who knows? Maybe you try some of these things and it gives you a little bit more comfort than you realized, and maybe that can be postponed or delayed. But we wish you the best. Give us some feedback, and anyone else has any experience with surgery and back problems and stuff, drop that in the comments. But those types of things dramatically help me. Because I've been lifting for 25 years. And when you're lifting hard, you're pushing yourself. As you're getting older, you're going to have injuries or issues, or, oh, I pulled this, or I strained this, or this kind of bothers me. You know, things decay over time. So that's why we're lifting and training and taking care of ourselves, to minimize the effects of that and to maintain our soft tissue and our connective tissue the best we can. But sometimes you have an accident or something that is out of your control that's not training related. You know, someone hits you in a car, T-bones you or something, and then smashes things out of place. It's not always as simple as, oh, let me just do a little yoga and fix it. But I agree with what Matt says. I would do everything I could before surgery. So we don't know. We don't know what Taylor's doing. We don't know what the, to what point. But I will say, sometimes when people say, I've done everything, they really haven't. So just saying, just saying. Sheena says, it's amazing how much my aches and pains have alleviated since dropping 42 pounds. I've had herniated discs and sacroiliac joint dysfunction. I also prioritize mobility for those areas too. Right on. Right on. Yeah, sorry to hear that. But again, everyone's situation is different. And I'm not saying that back surgery is never the answer, but I'm just like, I've trained so many people. And a lot of clients I've trained, I've done a lot of geriatric training, and these are people that have had hip replacements and shoulder and this and that, a lot of back surgeries. And I'm telling you, every time, no joke, every time I've ever heard of anyone that has had back surgery, it's never just one. It's always multiple. It's like 5, 6, 7. It's always more. Or they got one and they're scheduled for another. And remember, doctors that have scalpels, they're going to cut. They're going to cut. It's just what they do. They're always going to default to billing you and slicing into shit. They're super quick just to give you a pill. Oh, you have pain? Well, we're going to, you go to the doctor and you have, let's say, pain, you have inflammation. What are they going to do? They're going to prescribe ibuprofen for you. I don't know if you guys knew this, but obviously you can buy ibuprofen over the counter, and it's terrible for you. It's terrible for your gut. It's just awful. And you could buy 200 milligrams or whatever. I don't know if you guys know this, but that used to be prescription. Ibuprofen used to be prescription across the board. But if you go to the doctor, they're going to prescribe to you like Motrin 800. I mean, you could just take 4 fucking pills, but they're going to prescribe higher strength ibuprofen. And anyone that serves in the military, they just pass out ibuprofen like Tic Tacs. They pass them out like breath mints. Like, here, ibuprofen, ibuprofen, ibuprofen. It just fucks your gut up. And much more. Okay. Jen says, I agree. My ankles used to give out and I'd fall. My knees would pop out of place. Piece of shit doctor said I needed surgery. Idiots, because all I needed was to do was lose weight. Yeah, Pitman says surgeons make money by cutting. Yeah. Ellie says pain meds and muscle relaxers is what always gets prescribed. Sheena says, I once read that ibuprofen increases the risk of heart attacks in women. Yeah, and of course, think about this. You fuck up your gut, right? You fuck up your gut, you destroy your gut biome by taking this stuff. Think about what that does. It's not just, it interrupts the pain signals and inflammation signals and stuff like that, which is a warning, right? If you have issues in pain, like I'm training, like sometimes, you play baseball or golf or tennis, or you do repetitive, or you're training hard. Sometimes you get a little inflammation, like your tendons kind of get sore. You have a little imbalance, or you trained a little bit too hard and like, oh, you banged it or something, or you're leaning on it and you got to rehab it a little bit. That's a signal for your body. Your body's telling you, it's feedback. So I don't like numbing that kind of feedback. I want to know, oh, I have pain here. Okay, let me address that. So I decrease the pain and the discomfort so I can move forward. All right, let's load up Instagram. And I'm wearing the appropriate ice baby shirt. We're rounding up everyone that skips the gym and skips leg day. So let's load up Instagram and see if we can get some people crying in the comments. It's going to be fire. Again, if you want to call into the show, go to askpapasolio.com, call into the show, and we will get to your call in an upcoming episode. We also have an overtime segment tomorrow. We'll have some throwback DWG, and we'll have some balls deep edits, so don't miss out on that. and drop. Why is that out of focus sometimes? Whatever. Drop that hashtag ice curl every day. Ice in the comments for a chance to win today's Swole card. It's blurry, but don't worry, your Swole card won't be blurry. Sheena says, I used to live on ibuprofen and Tylenol to get rid of migraines. I rarely get them now since making sure I get enough electrolytes and getting better sleep. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Nario, do you have a permit for those guns? Oh, I do, in fact. Pretty hard to get because these are nuclear. All right. Small calves, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
How dare you?
It's not true. It's not true. All right, let's get into the first Instagram story post. From Bruno. Bruno, what gym and exercises can do for us in terms of the fight against depression? I got a couple of suggestions for that. Most of what people claim is depression is just terrible lifestyle habits. I'm not saying some people don't have more issues than others, but it's overdiagnosed, and do not label yourself. If you label yourself as suffering from depression, I have this disease, I have this disease. Again, this is what the pharmaceutical companies want. They want you on prescriptions. They want you to be a victim. Okay. These are some of the downfalls. So you start labeling yourself and then you can never get out from under that rock. So what gym and exercises, lifting heavy weights, eating better, getting rid of a lot of the blue light, going out in the sun, getting full body sun, touching grass, meditating, going for a walk, sauna, cold plunge, better lifestyle habits, and getting rid of those inflammatory foods. So stop self-diagnosing. A lot of times what people feel is just low mood and they're dragging ass. They're not getting sleep. They're not eating properly. They're not training. They're not reading and educating themselves. I mean, usually you're not depressed. You're just shitty habits. You just have shitty habits. Straight up.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
All right, we're taking more questions. If you're watching on Instagram, we got buy one, get one 50% off. Check out the iCurl every day. We got hats. Everything is buy one, get one 50% off over at papasolio.com. And of course, if you want to catch the full show, we're just taking questions here. Come on over to Rumble and YouTube. It's also available on Spotify, Apple Podcast. This is episode 3,352. Holy poop. That's a lot of episodes. Creatine's great too. That's correct. Creatine is found in red meat. So creatine is also good for mental health. Higher doses of creatine, 10 to 20 grams a day. So get yourself a quality creatine. Flavio. I knew a Flavio in middle school. Papa Solio, how to go back to the gym after falling off for several months. Help, I'm struggling. I mean, you're asking me, how do I get back to the gym? Take a bus, walk, ride a bike, get your rollerblades out, dust them off. Take a car. I mean, what are you talking about? How to get back to the gym after falling off? Set your habits and start. If you need a program, join us over at SonormousX.com and start the 90-day dash or start one of our programs. You know, how do I get back to the gym? Go. That's how you get back to it. Go. You also need a plan though. So going to the gym, when I say go to the fucking gym, that's the first phase of it. You know, you have to know what you're doing at the gym. It's also what you do outside the gym. So that's how you do it. You're spending this time asking me, how do I get back to the gym after falling off? What are you talking about? Then go. You're not struggling. You're getting in your own way. Alex says the ice shirt day 4 in a row, probably the same. Everything else too, and hanging dong. Absolutely. I need that airflow. I get too hot if I wear pants. So right now, ice shirt, GTTFG hat, and I'm hanging free. That airflow cross ventilation is amazing. It's amazing. Moaz, what up, my guy? How do you always catch people who don't go to the gym? I'm always watching. You know, they say Kris Kringle, Santa Claus, he's always watching. He knows if you're good. You know, he knows if you're sleeping. He knows if you're awake. I don't know why Santa Claus is a pedophile, but I'm always watching. I know exactly what you're doing. Okay? I'm always watching you. I always know if you're training. I know if you're gaining. I know if you're getting fat. I know if you're eating Twinkies, so eat a steak for goodness sake. Go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym.
Hadouken! Emotional damage!
T4? Go to the fucking gym. Great advice. Bum, 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 bum. He knows if you're scrolling. He knows if you're eating cake. Matt WWE. How many days should a person train legs a week? At least twice a week. At least twice a week. Now, I will say that certain body parts you can train more frequently. So, for example, traps. You could train your traps more often. Those muscles are just so thick and dense. You could do Kelso shrugs. You could train these muscles more frequently. You could train glutes more frequently. They usually recover faster. But it's important to understand that every muscle and every person is going to be different. So for me, in general, sometimes I'll train consecutive days. I'll do upper, lower, or this, that, and the other. But a lot of times I like to train every other day. So it really comes down to preference. And it comes down to, depending on your frequency, how much volume that you can recover from. So if you're training every 72 hours, a body part, you need to make sure you're not doing too much volume. That way you're recovering. And the intensity also matters, and the exercise selection. So if you're training muscles from the lengthened position, or you're doing heavy overall fatiguing exercises like compound movements like stiff leg deadlifts, you're doing heavy squats, you're doing barbell rows, you're doing things that are much more systemically exhausting that might take you longer to recover from. So you might want to adjust your exercise selection. Squeegee 727 on Roomblay. That's good advice. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety and prescribed meds, of course. I took them for a few months, then threw them out and started making lifestyle changes. Good for you. Whenever I make a video on TikTok or Instagram and I talk about depression, or I post a tweet or something like that, there's always people crying in the comments like, you're telling people to stop taking their meds, blah, blah, blah. I never tell people to stop doing their stuff cold turkey. It's never medical advice. It's just logical and common sense. I mean, you got to focus on your lifestyle habits. So many people just want to take a pill and make everything all better. They want to pop Ozempic and then not change their lifestyle habits. They'd rather paralyze their stomach and waste away muscle mass and brain tissue than actually make lifestyle changes. So stop making bullshit excuses. Stop labeling yourself and stop crippling yourself with this victimhood mentality. Get off your ass, take control, go to the fucking gym, and stop being a chode, right?
Matt Damon. Make me happy.
It's easier to take a pill than to make lifestyle changes. Fine. It is easier. You swallow it, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you. Felipe Nzis. Battery Aziz. How many sets? That depends. Vague question, vague answer. How many sets? That depends on your frequency and your split and all that stuff. So when we talk about how many sets you need, a lot of people get too distracted with the minimum. So maximum swole is like, how do you maximize the minimum? But that doesn't mean that the minimum is optimal or is the best. So can you build muscle with one set, doing it twice a week or 3 times a week, like one set for a body part? Sure, you can build muscle, but is it the best way to build the most muscle? And the answer is, in general, no. So just because you can build muscle with a minimal amount of volume doesn't mean that it's going to build the optimal amount of muscle. So you have to understand the difference. Just because you can doesn't mean you wouldn't build more with some more volume. So personally, I like to do a little bit more volume rather than just do one set every other day. I like to do 2, 3, or 4 sets, probably twice a week or something like that. It depends on the body part. Maine Marshall, Papa Swole, I live in South Carolina. Let's see. When it gets cold, late fall and winter hits, do I still go out and try to get sun or take a vitamin D supplement? You got to take a supplement. You're not going to get... You're too far north to get quality vitamin D from the sun. I would still go outside, but I would also take a vitamin D supplement for sure. Just take it every day. You can take it every day. MVZ on Instagram. What's your stance on rest days from lifting weights? You have to. You can't lift heavy weights every day. Don't forget, a rest day is not training. It's part of your program. So it's important to recover. You have to recover. If you're not recovering, you're not going to grow. And most people don't see progress, not because they're not doing enough, it's because they're doing too much. All right. Test boosting foods: steak, eggs, raw dairy, sleep, sunlight. There you go. Fudge Brown, how important is jogging? Not important. If you want benefits, I mean, you're better off going for a walk or doing some sort of like higher intensity, like sprints or something like that. You could do steady state cardio, but it's just, I mean, for what? Just for general heart health, you're better off pushing yourself with a higher intensity for like your VO2 max. But you could do intervals, you could do sprints, Versa Climber, you can use a step mill and stuff like that. But jogging, I believe the J is silent.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Oof. Chat on Rumble's getting a little spicy there.
Because
Bumble Hunter says, my lady likes to peg me, so it's a rubber big D. All right.
The little rascal has spirit.
That's getting out of hand quickly. Good thing we're not on TikTok, huh? We get banned right away. Well, now. Matt's like, ooh, all right. Now we're talking. Matt's like, now. Poppy Swolio, is it okay if I skip the gym today? My Apple Watch is dead. All right. We've never gotten this question. If your training is dependent on your Apple Watch, you are a tool bag. Fucking Apple Watch. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're trolling me.
My Apple Watch is dead. I can't train.
Shut up. Get the fuck out of here. Arnold didn't have a... Arnold, Tom Platz, Frank Zane, Dorian Yates, Lee Haney. They didn't have Apple Watches. Get the... Go... You know what? Get this man a Subaru, all right? It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Get him a Subaru. Get him a Subaru and a septum piercing. You're done. You're done. Just ban you from the live stream for saying that. Apple Watch is peak Matt Damon moment. Mike Mensner, yeah, you didn't.
Matt Damon.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
That gorilla has seen the city of sin.
Someone said, not the Subaru. Yep. Yep. You might have to have a Forester. We're getting this man a Forester. It's over. Game over, man. Game over. Game over. Matt says he just likes it out back. Hey. You get it? Because butt sex. You get it? Yeah, that's a good joke. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't work with the males because I used to be one.
All right, Jack Whack. Good name. So I'm currently doing push-pull, legs, arms, protein shakes every day with creatine and half GOMAD. Gallon of milk every day, if I'm not mistaken. Half GOMAD? Oof. Your toilet is... you might have a plumber on speed dial. Anything else you would recommend for growth and development? Yeah, I wouldn't do the GOMAD thing unless you're drinking raw dairy. Your poor stomach. Protein shakes, creatine's fine. I mean, what I recommend for growth and development? Push, pull, legs, arms doesn't make sense. You don't need an arm day if you're doing push and pull. Do buys or tries on push day and do the other buy or try on pull day. Push, pull, legs. Push-pull legs is the most you should be expanding your split. There's nothing wrong with push-pull legs, but push-pull legs, arms, an arm day is a waste. If you're trying to prioritize your arms, what you can do, ready for this? You could do push and pull and then do your arms before legs. You have to figure out what you're prioritizing. If you want to prioritize, and if you want to prioritize, people do this, right? They want to prioritize their arms. So they do, I'm going to do push, pull, legs, and arms. Well, you're training arms after push, pull, and legs. You're more fatigued. So if you want to train your arms, you could do biceps before push and then triceps before your pull day. If you're trying to build your arms, or you do torso and limbs, do chest, back, and shoulders, and then do bis, tris, and legs on the same day. Or do upper, lower, and prioritize your arms. So if you're trying to prioritize a body part, train it first when you're fresh. But there's no need to do a separate arm day if you're doing push-pull already. Push-pull, that already separates it. South Africa in the house. What's the best exercise to start with for a beginner? Yeah, what there's no best exercise. Start a strength training program. Strength training programs are great no matter what country you're in. You're still a human being. All right. If you're watching on Rumble, hashtag ICE. We're rounding up everyone that doesn't go to the fucking gym. I curl every day. Don't skip leg day. Don't skip arm day. Don't skip gym day. Making sure everyone, if you can't bench 225, you're out. Rounding up all the chodes. You're welcome. Get yourself a pocket watch with a chain and a monocle. Be a man. Be a man. Get a monocle. Is it okay to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, or how long? I mean, I would be less interested. Focus on building muscle. Stop worrying about weight loss. Worry about fat loss. You need to build muscle. So again, if you are getting stronger, you're not going to be building muscle without getting stronger. So you don't need a crazy deficit. You just need to be focusing on building muscle. So if you're losing a little bit of weight and your strength is improving, cool. You're minimizing fat and you're maintaining and building your muscle. If you're gaining weight on the scale, and you have to make sure when you're weighing yourself, you got to weigh yourself after you pee and poop in the morning before you drink anything. So if you're gaining a little bit of weight, but you're not getting stronger, then you're putting on fat. So you want your body weight to kind of be around the same or slightly decrease. If it slightly increases, but you're improving strength. Improving strength is the best proxy for building muscle over time. If you're not getting stronger, you're not building muscle. And for all the Bitcoin hodlers out there, congratulations on a new all-time high. Let's fucking go. Steak tonight, boys. Congratulations. Money printer go brrr. Where we at? 13.6? Yeah, 113.6. Let's go. Is it true that adding schnapps to the protein shake is better? Good Lord, no. All right, last chance for questions. Drop in the comments down below. Drop your questions in the comments. Delete a couple. Is there any secret to make the beard grow up like that? Yeah. Get your sun, get your sleep. Eat collagen, eat steak, eggs, raw dairy. Get sun, get sleep. And don't shave. Don't shave. All right? You build muscle, your beard's going to grow more. Your beard grows more, your testosterone goes up, and then you are able to put on more muscle. You put on more muscle, you're going to grow more beard. You grow more beard, you put muscle, and then it just gets out of control. You start getting more jacked and hairy. It's awesome. I got to say, don't shave. Don't shave. And people need to stop obsessing about the scale. I weigh myself once in a while, once a week, or at the most every few days. I forget. once every couple weeks. You don't really need to weigh yourself more than like once a week because the weight's going to fluctuate. It's good to have an idea. But if your strength isn't going up, you're losing muscle. So make sure you're maintaining your strength and increasing. Nice try, Pedro. Nice try, Pedro.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
You lose. Nice try. I see what you're doing here. I'm going to read it because that was clever. I'm just letting you know that I see it. I'm letting you know that I know that you know that I know what you're trying to do. Pedro says, can you do a body recomp while reducing morning nutrient consumption? Reducing morning nutrient consumption. Yeah, I see that.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, A for effort. That's why I read it. I'm reading it because I appreciate it. That was good. That was creative. But I'm letting you know that I know what you're doing first. I know what you're doing. God damn it, Pedro. You know, Pedro, ICE is coming for you. ICE is coming for you. We got you. We're getting you. We're getting you. You're out. You're out. You're gone. You're gone. Get those swim trunks on. You're out. You're out. Alligator Alcatraz. For you. That was a good one. Run. That was a good one. Good carb options. Sweet potatoes and white rice. I like organic jasmine rice and sweet potatoes. Big Tom coming for Pedro. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Do not redeem. Should I make that a shirt? I might make that a shirt. Just do not redeem. Do not redeem. That's so niche, but it'll crack me up to wear it. Ooh, I curl every day in the squat rack. Doesn't that give me a get out of... Yeah, that's pretty good. I never understood the hate for don't curl in the squat rack. If you're curling in this, you could curl in the squat rack. Just got to make sure you're curling enough to justify a squat rack. That's it. I can curl in a squat rack. Most people aren't strong enough to curl in a squat rack. If you're strong enough, curl in a squat rack. Hell yeah, it's a rack. As if like that's the only thing you can do in a rack is squat. We call it a squat rack. It's just a rack. So just don't be curling like a bar with a 5 on each side. It's like, nah, you go grab one of those easy curl bars, go somewhere else. But if you're in there curling like 25s or 35s on each side, yeah, and you got like nice support, good for you. Good for you. I also, if you're curling in the rack and there are people waiting because they want to squat, that's pretty dick. But if you're empty gym, who cares? It's a power rack. Indeed. Do you speak Spanish? Sí, ve al puto gimnasio. Which kind of music do you listen to? I actually have been. I've been getting back. I've been blasting some more music. I got the Papa Swole Ultimate Mix on Spotify. Maybe I'll make it public. Maybe I'll share it. You guys want the Ultimate Mix? It's the most eclectic, smashing. The Papa Swole Ultimate Mix. I'll consider it. Can you use cement as a gym? Sure. If you have progressively heavier cement. You can make weights out of cement. Have you seen those videos? You can make your own weights. You can cement. You can use cement. Can you speak Hindi? Of course I can. Bencho Jim Jao. Jim Jao. Is it a Taylor Swift and Kids Bop mix? Oh, no. No Swift. No Swift. I don't think I have any CCR on there. Got a bunch of different stuff. Jen says many people were selling cement weights during COVID because they were hard to come by. You could do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it all night long. You can do it. Yeah, if anyone should, I should have some partnership with Duolingo because of all the. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should start going after that damn bird. Don't be a bird. Go to the fucking gym. Bro, Tebow in shape better than you. Do not redeem. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Tebow is. Do I play GTA 6? No one plays GTA 6. No one play. I don't think anyone's ever going to play GTA 6. They've been trying to make that game for like 20 years. No, I like to go to the gym and actually do things that benefit me, not sit around playing video games. No one plays GTA. No one plays GTA 6. I don't think anyone ever will. Those are the best comments. Those are the best comments when it's like, man, we got this stupid shit before GTA 6. Yeah, Ellie says we'll get the Epstein list before we get GTA 6. Yeah, I doubt it. Maybe GTA 7. Maybe we'll have to wait. Maybe we'll have to wait. Trying to get you to go to the fucking gym before GTA 6. We've released like 300 shirt designs before GTA 6. I wonder how many total designs we have. But we've done, considering we do at least one a week, we probably have like 200 or something. That's a good shirt. We'll get GTA 6 before the Epstein list. I think that'd be the best thing. We'll get GTA 6 before the Epstein list. Sterling says, I quit gaming, focused on the gym and my mental health, never looking back. Literally life-changing. Wasn't expecting that. Yep. I haven't played... The last games I ever played was like Halo. I played like Halo 2. Yeah, we could do a Halo shirt. Master Chief. I mean, I still have. I have Super Nintendo. I have 64. I have the original Xbox. I think I bought a Xbox 360 because some of my friends at the time were playing like Call of Duty, and I played for like a couple days and then sold it. It was somewhere where I was working. I was teaching at a school, and a bunch of the other guys there were playing, so I bought one, played for a little bit, but they were so good, and I was like, it bored me. It was boring. I didn't find it interesting. Well, I like that. Lifters of Swole. Swole, hit him. To the gym. How about that? Swole, hit him. To the gym. That's a good shirt. On top of a mountain. 2 tower style. I miss the OG Halo and Halo 2. I don't think I even really played Halo 3. I know that was huge, but just multiplayer with my friends in college. Halo 2 was the GOAT. Nobody liked playing Halo with me. I suck at it. I remember like Lockout and Halo 2. That was so much fun. I really liked the big battles, like the 50v50. I just remember me and my friends, we'd all get one of those in like the trucks, and we would drive around, run people over, then get out and teabag them. Squat up and down. I have GoldenEye. God, those graphics are so bad. If you go back and play GoldenEye, it's almost it's hard to play. It's hard to play. The graphics are so bad. It's really hard to go back to it. I was never good because at the time, I didn't have a 64 when it was popular. I loved playing, but all my friends had it. So when all your friends have a Nintendo 64 and they have GoldenEye, they were always so much better. I loved playing, but it would always be, I would never get a kill, or I'd get like one. I would lose like 17-0. I would always just get wrecked because I didn't know the maps the way they knew them and all that stuff. It was fun. It was still fun. I didn't care. Slappers only, baby. Slappers only. But at the time I didn't have a 64. So I was always outnumbered in skills. But there were fun I mean, things like Super Smash Brothers were fun because you could just hit buttons and get lucky. You know, you'd be able to get some kill, jump around and like just blast people. So you didn't need as much. I mean, of course, skills would help, but you could still accidentally get kills and just jump around and smash buttons and do something good. I would always be the one that's like flying off the map trying to get back and try to land back on the land. Adria, Papa Soy, what's your opinion on a higher carbohydrate diet? Carbohydrates are important. It's very important for lifting. I think people really focus way too much on protein for lifting. Protein's important. But carbs. So, you know, honestly, if you're not eating enough carbohydrates, it's hard to do strength training. That's why I'm not a fan of just pure carnivore long-term for weight training. I think it's great for autoimmune issues, but I need carbs. I think a lot of people for strength training would benefit from more carbohydrates and less protein, like 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. People mainline protein as if it's the most important thing, and they wonder why they don't see progress. GameCube is cool. I didn't have a GameCube. I played it. Someone had it in college, so we had a GameCube. Do I know how you could have less abdominal distension when eating? Yeah, you got to get rid of inflammatory foods. You're probably eating stuff that's causing inflammation. Remember, down here, when you're feeling like bloat, that's not your stomach. Your stomach is up here. That's your intestines. You probably have leaky gut and you have inflammation. Your body's fighting whatever nutrients you're eating. Leaky gut's a real problem. Most people have inflammation. They have gaps in their small intestines that are allowing for larger particles to get through, and then your body has autoimmune reactions attacking the larger food particles. So fix your leaky gut. Collagen's important. Glutamine's good for that. Bone broth is great. And again, I think doing carnivore is great just to kind of reset. That's a great way to do the elimination diet. All right, we got to wrap up. So let's go balls deep. So if you're watching on Instagram, click the link in bio. Come on over to Rumble and YouTube, The Daily Swole. Available also on Apple Podcast and Spotify. And thanks for being here. Oh, righty. Bum, 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 ba, 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 na. Da, na, na, na. Da, na, na, na. All right, let's get into some ballsy. By the way, we have brand new shirt this past week. Swole Rats. Go and check it out. What a great release. What a great release. Go check it out. Buy one, get one 50% off. papaswolio.com. Let's get into some balls deep.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
All right, let's see what we got here. Short one first. Do we have an appetizer? We do. This one's called Violence Doesn't Come from Democrats. It actually pretty much exclusively comes from Democrats and the left. Aside from the Capitol riot, which was minimal considering no one was armed, et cetera, et cetera. Not the way to have a violent, protest. No one brought firearms, so everyone was like law abiding aside from when they started getting a little out of control. But violence absolutely comes from the left. That's where it always comes from. Let's check this out.
The violence doesn't come from Democrats, just to be clear. I mean, obviously anyone can be a criminal, but it is.
I don't know who the fuck voted for this idiot. This is what happens when you have an IQ that's puts like Forrest Gump to shame. All right.
My name's Forrest Gump.
She is such a just a dumb brick.
It's MAGA. It's specifically MAGA faction. Like, I don't think traditional Republicans are getting engaged in all of this, but like,
no shit.
Even when we look at, and they don't talk about the assassination attempts anymore that took place with Donald Trump, but these were Trump supporters, right?
What? No, they weren't Trump supporters. They were leftists. Oh, by the way, what happened with that guy? What happened with that guy who's in a BlackRock commercial that had his entire social media scrubbed and his house looked like a fucking, medical lab because they polished it? What happened with that? What happened with that guy? No, MK Ultra doesn't exist. No, they're not trying to. Inside job. Absolute inside job. They just conveniently scrubbed anything. They burned down they took down the building. They cremated his body. They got rid of all that evidence. If that's not enough for you, like, holy shit. Talk about not wanting to get to the bottom of it. Talk about sweeping something under the rug. Talk about sweeping that under the rug. What happened to Crooks? What happened to that guy? What happened to that guy? Oh, no one knows. No. Yeah, he was a Trump supporter. What a fucking lying cunt.
Attempts anymore that took place with Donald Trump, but these were Trump supporters, right?
Nope.
As well as this most recent situation, they tried to flip it and say, "Oh, the leftists," or I'm like, this doesn't even make sense, right? But it's only like MAGA that does this.
No, it's absolutely, literally, objectively the opposite. I mean, Texas, what the fuck is going on with your state? Who the fuck voted for this idiot? Who voted for this fucking mook? What an absolute...
No, the diamonds are here.
What an idiot. All right, let's move on. Let's not spend more time on that retard. Oh, God, she's just talks like an idiot. We're so tired of that stupid shit. Fat Equality Bill of Rights. Let's do this one. It's longer. Huge jump scare. If you're eating, don't puke. Don't throw up.
I'm dedicating 2025 to fighting for the Fat Equality Bill of Rights, and I want you to be part of this revolution.
One thing you don't have to worry about is a revolution from fat people. They're not going anywhere. A Fat Equality Bill of Rights. Talk about a big, ugly bill. This is the big, ugly bill. The bub. This is the big, ugly bill. It's huge. Huge bill. It's the biggest bill, the fat bill. Oh my God, it's so much. There's so much pork. There's a lot of pork in this bill, I'll tell you that much. A lot of pork.
Every day, fat individuals face barriers that nobody should have to live with.
Like stairs. Every day, fat people have to worry about stairs. Stairs. They're anti-stairs. They hate stairs. Anything that works against gravity, they hate. They hate.
Whether it's being turned away from a doctor's office, not fitting into seats on public transportation, or being unfairly judged in the workplace.
Who's ever turned away a sick person from a doctor's office? It's never happened. It's never happened. You take an oath. I mean, doctors don't get you healthy, we know that. What doctor would turn away someone who's that obese? Talk about a recurring subscription. That person's going to be there every week. For real, though. Maybe they turn you away because, like, we can't find a vein. Like, there's no way we can get a blood test on this person.
These aren't just inconveniences. They're human rights violations.
I'll tell you what. When Krispy Kreme slides a card across the table, like cutting you off, you know you're fat. You know you're fat when Krispy Kreme cuts you off.
The Fat Equality Bill of Rights is a critical step towards changing all of that. It's a set of protections designed to ensure fat people are treated with the same respect, dignity, and access to basic rights as everybody else. And it's time to make this a reality. Just like the civil rights movements that have reshaped history, we're
reshaped. That's a good one.
fighting for a world where fat people are treated with fairness, not just tolerance. This is about the right to exist without fear of discrimination, exclusion, or ridicule.
You don't have that right. There's no right against ridicule. What are you talking about? They're called standards. We have a societal standard. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be eating yourself into obesity. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. You don't have a right against ridicule. Again, these are the people that are trying to censor your speech. I think you're morbidly obese and your personality is horrendous and you don't take care of yourself. And now you're grifting, pretending like you are fighting for something. You're fighting to breathe. You're fighting to walk. So no, you don't have any rights against ridicule. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so sick of these idiots.
It's a civil rights issue and it's time for change. And here's what the Fat Equality Bill of Rights could change for you.
The FEBOR. What can it do for you? No more stairs. 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 No more stairs.
So I'll take the tea without the covert diabetes delivery mechanism, please.
No more stairs. No more stairs. No more stairs.
What the fuck is that?
This bill will protect fat individuals in every area of life, from healthcare to employment, transportation to education. Imagine walking into a doctor's office and
lies. I caught you. I caught you in a lie. Walking into a doctor's office. Yeah. Walking into it. Yeah, you're not walking, girl. Get the fuck out of here. Your shadow has diabetes.
Not fearing weight bias. Imagine sitting on a plane without embarrassment or shopping in a store that actually carries your size.
Okay, pause. Imagine sitting on a plane without embarrassment. That's a you issue. Again, when someone's like, your post is offensive, then don't take offense. Stop being a huge pussy. Dun 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 dun. All right.
These are the changes we're fighting for. The Fat Equality Bill of Rights isn't just a piece of paper. It's a movement that will reshape how society views, treats, and accommodates fat people.
You better make sure that don't make it out of donut. They're going to eat the bill.
It will make the world more accessible, fair, and inclusive for all of us. But I can't do this alone.
You can't do this alone. Mark says she was baptized at SeaWorld.
2025 will be my year of fighting for body justice, and I'm bringing all of you with me. I'm committing to this fight because I believe in a world where fat people are equal, and accessible isn't just possible, it's necessary.
Fat people, look, fat people aren't equal. They're like 2x. They're 3x. If you're like 3x human, that's a problem. That's a problem. You're not supposed to be 3 people. You're not supposed to be 3 people.
So let's make it happen. Sign the petition, share your stories, and let's push for the Fat Equality Bill of Rights to become a law. Because your body deserves justice. We deserve justice. So join me. Head to change.org/fatequality and let's make 2025 the year we change everything for everybody.
Jesus Christ. You know what that reminds me of? When Mark said, it reminds me of Ace Ventura, where he's like, to sink like a, you have to sink like a dolphin. Do you have a dolphin?
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
All right, one more. This is called political beliefs. Well, let's see what we got here. This is probably going to be...
What's in the box?
Yeah, buddy.
A short list of my very basic political beliefs that have sent liberals into a conniption. Books should be free. No one should be in American prisons. Prisons should not exist. Police.
Well, that's a great idea. Prisons shouldn't exist. Okay, let's send the criminals and she can watch them like a daycare. Prisons should not exist. Books should be free. Who's providing? Okay, you go to, it's called a library. It's called a library.
Should not exist. Police cause far more harm than good.
Lie.
Social workers are just police in a different font.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's say you have someone that breaks into your house. Do you want a social worker showing up or do you want the cops? Drop in the comments. What do you guys want? You want a social worker to come up with a clipboard? Fucking idiots. I'm so glad I live in Florida. You get lead poisoning. That's why most places in Florida don't have problems, because everyone's armed and you're going to get lit up and the cops are going to high five you when they show up.
My body, my choice includes drug users. Everyone is entitled to safe living conditions. Even
no one's entitled to safe living conditions. You want safe living conditions, but you don't want cops. Got it.
the unhoused, even while they are unhoused. You cannot.
They're not unhoused. They're mentally insane. They're usually suffering from severe mental illnesses, and they need mental institutions.
Truly fight for a free Palestine while living complicit on stolen land.
I don't give a fuck about Palestine. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about these countries. I just really don't. I don't want people to die, but I certainly don't give a shit. We have our own issues. I don't care. I just don't. Why should I care? People wouldn't know about Palestine without the internet. People wouldn't know about Ukraine without the internet. Most people don't even know where the fuck it is. Give me a break. All these libtards worry about abstract ideas because it offsets responsibility to improve their own lives. They project this aura of like, oh, I'm so virtuous. I'm helping so many people. You're helping no one. You're not even helping yourself. Save the planet. Good for you. Fat fuck.
Universities and prisons are two sides of the same coin. It's a red flag if someone has no fat friends. It is.
It's a red flag? Look, this is just a troll post. She believes it, but this is just every buzzword.
It's not about whether someone deserves the death penalty. It is about whether the state deserves to administer it.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
National parks are some of the most egregious land theft in this country. If they exist, they should be stewarded by local tribes. Even the very worst offenders in prison deserve dignity.
No. They forfeited their dignity by being psychopaths. Yeah, the rapists and murderers don't deserve dignity. They deserve the wood chipper.
Basic rights and fair legal protections. Workers should own the means of production. If you
don't know, we're just going to keep on going through. I'm not going to spend too much time. Workers owning the means of production, that's just communism, so that doesn't work. She wants millions of people to die. We get it.
Any to add, or you want me to explain any of them, let me know in the comments.
At least she is I want her to be so pro-choice. I want her to be pro-choice to the moon. We don't want her reproducing. So again, this is a problem that solves itself. Homeschool your kids, keep them away from these pedophiles and these lunatics, and let them just remove themselves from the gene pool. It's a win. It really is a win. We just got to wait it out. All these like morbidly obese people and these mentally insane people, it's totally fine. They're not going to reproduce. Just wait it out. Just wait it out. All right, let's do the Swole card, and then we'll give away. We'll give away the Swole card, and then we will do the throwback. So Ice Ice Baby. It's blurry, but y'all know what it's all about. Let's give this one away. Ice Ice Baby. I curl every day. I curl every day. I curl every day. Man, said I'm curl every day. You know what? Fam, today we are given this card. We're given this card. It's milked and rigged. I want you guys to go into the Swolenormous app and tell SLS lost. I don't know who SLS is, if the fiance, if that's male or female. Lost my fiance unexpectedly, taking care of herself, himself, whatever. Congratulations. You curl every day now. So everyone go and comment. Interesting card to win, the ice card, but you deserve a Swole card.
Congratulations!
Because we read the post today. But use that as inspiration. The Swole fam's here for you. So can you guys do me a favor and go inside the Swolenormous app and comment on SLS's post and let him or her know that they won today's Swole card. So congratulations. Send us an email to support.swolenormous.com. Swole card 3352 in the subject and the mailing address in the body of the email. And look, I really do appreciate people that share these stories, you know? It's not easy to go through that. I can't even imagine. Fiance with 2 E's is a female? Is it? Isn't that just how you spell fiance? Whatever. Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, you win today's Swole card. So appreciate sharing these stories and proud of you for taking care of your health. So you won today's Swole card. Keep going to the fucking gym. Welcome to the fam. Now let's do a throwback. Yeah, how do you come back after that? So it's impressive. You're coming back, you're taking care of yourself, and holy shit. This one is a jump scare. So hit the like button before we go anywhere. This one's going to hurt all of our eye holes. Sorry in advance.
I think that I would like validation for my gender identity. Some pictures of me. My pronouns are it and they.
Jesus Christ.
My gender is none.
What the fuck does that mean?
I enjoy looking like a clown.
Beep, beep, Richie.
I kind of view myself as a doll. I don't abide by gender. I'm fucking built different.
This might be one of the best videos we've seen. At least she's honest. Yeah, you look like a clown. I enjoy dressing like a clown.
Clearly.
Yeah, no shit. I enjoy dressing like a clown.
What the fuck is that?
You don't say. You don't say. Fam, thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. We also have an overtime segment with throwback DWGs and new Balls Deep edits. Thanks for being here. Make sure you go and leave some awesome comments. Go into the comments and respond to some of those troll posts and remember, all the posts are people like, that's so insensitive. That's so insensitive. I had someone that posted something like, oh my God, how could you, what about all the people that are from other countries or from Mexico and this, that, and the other? And I was like, we ship worldwide. We ship worldwide. So make sure, go and check the video, go into the comments, show your support, and go have fun with some of these retards. And we got a new YouTube video that's dropping today also. So make sure you go and check that out. Appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like.
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.